Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.
Right, we're standing out today again with another one of our shows about collections. Guys who collect bikes, save them up, restore them, do everything. The difference we have today is the guy here only collects one model of motorcycle. And the one that he's chosen is XT500s. As you can see behind me here, he's got a garage of about 18 of them here. We've got another shed of about 10 up there, another 5 of them. Every model, every type, every kind of XT we've got here. He's got them here. The guy's name is Ken Price, and here he is. Ken, why XT500s?
Because it's the best bike ever made in Japan.
Well, there you go then, eh? Love to hear that. The next thing as well, how long has it taken you to get this whole collection? When did you start?
I bought my first one, which is that TT500 right here. I bought that in June 1977. That bike has actually been rebuilt twice. The first model that came out, the XT500C, I didn't like it at all. In fact, it was not very popular at all. Yeah.
But now that XT, that TT, that's one of the very rare ones, that one. That's got the special lights and everything on it. How much is something like that worth these days? Any idea?
I would say that one about 24,000. The value of XTs has actually dropped recently.
What, too many of them out there, or what's happening?
No, I would say the invasion of the Chinese motorcycles than anything else, and also the current financial situation.
Okay. But now, all these bikes, you restore them, rebuild them, fix them up yourself, right?
Yes.
Spares, parts?
That's one of the pleasures of the XT500. Yamaha still supply just about anything that you want at prices that have not kept pace with inflation.
So basically they sell them at the old prices there?
Not quite, but if you compare it to other prices, they're very, very...
Yeah, but if you see in Yamaha head office, all the old guys working there, they still live on the old prices. And amazingly, while we were walking around looking at all the fantastic old bikes there, we came across somebody that we knew. What I found here is Mark de Vos, 30 years old, 30 years long, one of the old-time guys at Yamaha head office South Africa. Mark, what do you think about all this?
Geez, Gary, this really gladdens me to see all these in such good nick, and most of them in genuine article. They look fantastic. That I'm really pleased to see it.
And I see you wandering around with the spares for it.
Yeah, this is still one of the original spares, which I believe you can still get from Yamaha these days, so at reasonable prices. There you go.
That's unbelievable.
It's fantastic.
But the whole point of this, as you say in the classics, thank God for the crazies. As to build collections like that.
Absolutely. As I say, it's really a wonderful sight to see.
And I understand you've got something to give Kenya from Yamaha?
Yes,
let's go get on with that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, right.
How's it, Ken?
Hello there, mate.
Just a small little token of our appreciation from Yamaha.
It's not small, it's quite a...
Yeah, get you up to date, you know. This is the very latest. This is this year's racing calendar.
Thank you very much.
And we thank you for all your hard work and appreciate what you've done here, especially for old guys like me.
Thank you very much.
One of the interesting things we found out about Ken was that while he keeps a large collection of spares for himself to work on all his bikes with, even with some of the new parts that he gets from Yamaha, if there is anything that he can't find, he's actually quite resourceful and ends up making some of the parts for himself. Ken,
hello.
One of the crazy things we found here is this is a fiberglass replica of the original XT500 sump guard. Now, you made this yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I did, but it's not such an uncommon sight. You'll actually find quite a few of these around.
So quite a few.
A lot of people are making glass fibre
Parts. What else do you make in your glass fibre for these things?
Well, these are glass fibre, that's their mud guard. Also on that bike there, the side panels are both glass fibre, the rear mud guard and that front mud guard. It's very easy to mould. There's no problem, there's no difficulty in it.
So basically you can make your own side panels if you really have to.
I would advise anybody to make their own side panels. They're much stronger than the...
Well, don't tell that to Yamaha, they're trying to sell you side panels.
They're much cheaper.
Okay, so you do make a lot of parts for yourself if you battle with this. Because I see a lot of these bikes are actually quite modified. Example is this one's got some road bike front rim and double leading fork set up with Acron rims, real vintage stuff.
It is a nice vintage match there. Everything is like it's 30 years old.
Okay. So some of the bikes are road bikes, dual sport bikes, off-road bikes,
yeah.
and you do use these things regularly.
Well, not these particular ones, but the other ones in the other garage I do. But that is the beauty of the XT. It is so light, it is so compact, you can actually turn it into whatever you want it to be. This bike, by the way, I paid 500 Rand for this bike in '91, which is one of the bargains you could pick up.
Those were the days, eh?
Those were the days.
Ow! Oh, no, it must be worth a lot more now. Right, I see you've got some fancy artwork on this. I can't help but notice it. Crow. What on earth does that stand for?
Well, if you remember a few years ago when we had the Gasoline Alley pub, Kevin the barman used to have a happy hour there every Friday, but only if you came in your colours.
Correct.
So I didn't have any colours, so I made my own riding cloak. That crow is a collection of randy old wankers.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Once we had finished looking at all the bikes in the display collection, Ken then took us up to his workshop, where he showed us another 5 or 10 bikes that he uses for everyday use and just generally works on and travels around on. It was there that Mark DeFoss challenged him to show us the black art of starting an XT500 without actually breaking your leg or shattering your ankle.
Ken, I see here we're in another room. Tell me a story about these that you got up here.
Well, Mike, these are my regular daily ride bikes.
Okay.
I keep them close to the road.
Yeah, good idea.
And this store is not as depressing as the other one. These ones actually do get rid of.
Oh, these you're right. And tell me, you've obviously got the knack by now of starting these things, because I believe there is a knack to it.
No, I don't really think so. I think it's one of the pleasures of the XT is starting it, especially when there's people gathered around saying, let's watch them try and start the bike.
Yeah.
It's one of the pleasures, it's one of the satisfactions of the XT500.
Can you start? Let's say this one. Are you able to start? Let's see what you can do.
Piece of cake. The trick is to get the piston where you start it.
And there's it! Another one of the fabulous collections that we find all over the country around here. This one, Ken Price and his collection of XT500s. A whole couple of garages full of them. Ones he uses every day, ones he's restored, rare ones, common ones, everything. Ken, thanks a million. And as we say in the classics, thank God for the crazies. I mean, like you, guys like you, we have things like this.
You just described it pretty well.
There we go. Thanks a lot. Until next time, next collection we'll find, we'll let you know. Cheers.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside.